Oh, yeah, baby. It is Monster Month, and it is day 17. And it is all about dragons. Dragons. Dragons! Dragons are so cool. I mean, you know, dinosaurs are cool. Don't get me wrong. But dragons fly! So, dragons. Yeah, if you know me, you know I'm a dragon nut. I love me some dragons. So much so that I've got one tattooed on my back. Dragons are just, you know, they're beautiful. They're just gorgeous. So here is my tiny little dragon sculpture for day 17. It's tiny. Yeah. Oh, you thought I was going to do this one? No. See here? Here, I'm going to do that one. That's the one I'm going to do today. The tiny little one. Oh, I'm not going to do this. Are you crazy? Did you think I was actually going to do... Look at the size of this thing. Are you nuts? Of course I'm going to do it all. Yeah, I'm the one that's nuts. I'm the one that's cuckoo. It's a lot. It's a big sculpture. So, let's see how far I get on Dragon Day, day 17, on this tiny sculpture. And this one goes out to somebody who's having a very special anniversary and birthday today. A big shout out to you, Dylan. There you go. You asked for a dragon. Here's a dragon. I hope you enjoy it. So guys, without any further ado, double time. Well, there you have it. The end of day 17. Dragon. I'm super satisfied with what I've been able to accomplish in one day. I've got the entire thing blocked out. I've got some the beginnings of some cross-hatching on the wings, just so that I can kind of start tying in some of the wrinkle patterns. If there's anything that I would have done differently, I would have left this for last, just because you know, the weight on the end here ended up causing a little bit of a. But anyways, live and learn. It's just that to get this kind of effect, you need the clay to be really warm, and I basically had done that at the start. I could have just warmed up the clay to this extent again, but again, like I said, live and learn. So next time I would do that. I have to say that I'm super satisfied with the way the armature held up. you build it and you hope, and it's lived up to to my expectations. The one thing that I did do when I took a lunch break was that I basically unscrewed I unscrewed the threaded rod from the base, and I just added a few more nuts here up the top, just so I can really tighten that up and make sure that there was just a little bit too much wobble, so I just added a few more nuts here, and that kind of took care of that. Yeah, I mean, the pose worked out really nice. She's pretty dynamic, and she's on the beefy side, which is ultimately the type of dragon that I wanted to create. I wasn't going for sleek and elegant. I was definitely going for, brute, gigantic, strong. Like I said, How to Train Your Dragon was kind of one of the inspirations for this. So, yeah, Dylan, I hope you're happy, mate. So there we have it. Thank you very much for joining me on day 17. If you haven't done so already, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Ciao.